Gasim is a British Sudanese. Let's talk about problems of refugee. Why are people escaping from Sudan?
Sure. It's a big problem. I have escaped from Sudan myself, not literally, but with my parents, because I came to this country as a refugee at the age of 13. And we escaped it because of the government of Bashir today in Sudan doing very bad things to people.
What? What is happening?
Okay. The government of Sudan, of Bashir and his mafia, what they're doing is they are killing people for no reason. They're doing massive genocide in the western of Sudan, Darfur, in the eastern of Sudan, Blue Nile State and Kordofan, and Nuba Mountains, Blue Nile State and Nuba Mountains, and also up in the north in the Nubian people. This is one thing. The other problem is they are strangling people by not giving enough support to the normal public.
Before the problem was South Sudan. Now it's not again, because South Sudan is another state. So most of people who are prosecuted are Muslim. Most of the people who are prosecuted by government are Muslim.
Exactly. Before, the problem was, before they used to say South Sudan Christians, let's go and kill them because Islam never says need to kill these people. So the government of Bashir took Islam and made it very dirty on its blood. Okay? Now, and you're absolutely right. Why are they killing, why are Muslim, if they are Muslims, and that was the reason for killing South Sudan, why are they killing the people of Darfur today? The problem, my friend, is nothing to do with Islam. The problem is to do with racism. It's 100% racism. And they are doing this for the sake of just because of color. You are black, you should not be alive. Where they are even black themselves, it does not make sense to me.
Racism of white Sudanese against black Sudanese.
There is nothing called white Sudanese, my friend. It doesn't exist. White in Sudan does not exist. Sudan is a very complicated mix. Over hundreds of thousands of years, people immigrated in and out, and original people stayed there. But people have been, the imperialism and capitalism has brainwashed these puppets. Al-Bashir is a puppet of capitalism, and they made him think that he's related to some imperialist, higher superior race, that he needs to be in existence, and the rest does not make sense to them. They don't call themselves white, they call themselves Arabs.
What about the problem of water, about the Nile?
Now, Sudan holds about 70% of geographical Nile water, but it has less than 50% of the resource of that water.
Why?
Because this is a treaty been done by the British, written by the British and implemented by the Egyptian government, that Egypt has 70% control of the resource of the Nile water. Today, the Ethiopians are building up a dam, and that dam is for them to benefit from this water, and Egypt is saying they would even go to war for the sake of people trying to benefit of that. This is unfair, but yet again, the Sudanese government is not doing anything to help its people. The Sudanese government is not doing anything to make sure that this water is distributed efficiently and fairly. Instead, what's happening is they're letting the Egyptian government run the game, put down the rules, do the percentages, and Ethiopia is saying no to that. Uganda is saying no to that. And this is what we call the countries of the Basin Nile. The Basin Nile, that means all these countries that contribute to this water. And somebody asks questions from hearing what I've been saying, why is Egypt having 70%? I answer to that again. This is an imperialist, capitalist ideology that's been put in to benefit the growth of Egypt. Hold on a second.
And why to benefit Egypt?
It benefits the growth of Egypt because if Egypt grows, then that means safety for other imperialist powers. Egypt is a fundamental, focal country that all the safety of imperialism and capitalism in Africa rests on it.
So of Suez?
Because of the Suez Canal, absolutely. Because of the crossing of the Suez Canal, because of Israel. The safety of Israel depends on the safety of Egypt. If Egypt today does not rest in peace, Israel is in a problem. The Suez Canal is in a problem. Imperialism, capitalism doesn't like this, my friend. Doesn't at all.